we have created the Vasculitis Pediatric Registry. This is the big unveiling of our brand new logo. You may see it with or without the paint splotches, but this is something that we are developing as we speak. So a little bit more about that. This is for kids aged 8 to 18, and they'll be able to join and answer questions about themselves, since we believe that the experience of the child is equally as important. And so this will require consent, which is meaning we ask parents if it's okay for their child to be enrolled, and then also assent, meaning we ask the child if they're okay being enrolled. And parents and caregivers of any age child can also join and answer questions as well. And there will be more questions related to things that have to do with childhood, like how they're growing, school concerns. And we also are simplifying the wording so that children will be able to understand the questions as well and the terminology used. And so once kids turn 18, those children will transition into the adult version of the VPPRN, and we'll be able to track your progress through transition as well, since a lot of kids, we feel a hard part is when you graduate being with your pediatric rheumatologist and you have to go to the more boring adult world, and maybe you get lost in the woodwork. So we want to help with that and see that process through. And then in order to do this, we have enlisted a great team. So I'm working on this from Colorado, and then my partnering with Dr. Karen James at Utah. And then we have Katrina, our awesome patient partner, already involved, and the rest of the VPPRN team. And so for this, we would love for you to get involved. We're going to be creating an advisory panel made of patients and caregivers to help us finalize what we include. We have patient partners. So far, we have Katrina involved. And we also will love to enroll everyone as participants and get the word out. And so there should be some information in your after summary that tells you how to connect with us and how to get involved. But Christine Young is our primary point person. So now just briefly, I want to touch on a few other things. So CARA, this is the Childhood Arthritis and Rheumatology Research Alliance. And this is a huge initiative of pediatric rheumatologists that this is led by investigators, but it's really meant to engage families as well. And it's currently at 120 sites, has almost 600 members, and almost all of the pediatric rheumatologists in the United States and Canada. This is actually funded through the Arthritis Foundation. So it's not a part of the Vasculitis Foundation, but we definitely have a partnership between the two in advocating and helping patients and children with vasculitis. And so they have a large registry that doesn't currently involve patients with vasculitis, but it is a resource for just patient engagement. And we have a working group of physicians and providers that families are welcome to join. And we have one for ANCA-associated vasculitis and maybe in the future for more general pediatric vasculitis. So just something to be aware of. I think that the Vasculitis Foundation is still our primary pinpoint for anyone with vasculitis, but just knowing that CARA does exist. And then for the rest of my time, I just want to talk about ways to build community. And so this is a screenshot of the current website on the Vasculitis Foundation's page. And so they have a page called Pediatrics, Young Adults. And while there's a lot of great information, we definitely are lacking a more robust place for families and patients to get information if they are children. And so we are also doing a large makeover of this. And I know Dr. Linda, who is on this as well, is spearheading that along with Dr. Vidya, but there will be basically just like they have for the adults, which is full of amazing information, we're going to have it tailored towards children. So these are just the major categories that the website will have. So we'll talk about what is vasculitis, what are the medications, what is it in kids, talk about school, life with it, transitioning, your medical team, resources, and even video testimonials. So I know I'm really excited when I have patients with vasculitis. I feel like I don't have a great place to send them to get information. And this will be awesome. We've already written most of it, but we're just in the final phase of editing and making sure everyone will be able to understand everything. And it should go live, hopefully, in these upcoming months.